Welcome back to Coin Collector, the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising finds from Australian coinage, the 1994 Australian 5-cent coin that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. So before you spend that little silver coin, watch till the end, because yours might just be a fortune. The Australian 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, the same year Australia switched to decimal currency. It replaced the old sixpence and featured the iconic echidna, one of Australia's unique native animals, designed by the legendary artist Stuart Devlin. By 1994, millions of 5-cent coins were produced, but not all of them were created equal. While most 1994 coins are worth only face value, a few rare error coins and high-grade examples can sell for a small fortune. To the right, collector, the 1994 5-cent coin was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. It's made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing to 0.83 grams, with a diameter of 19.41 millimeters. The obverse features the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makloff, and on the reverse, the spiny echidna. But here's where things get exciting. A small number of these coins left the mint with rare minting errors, and that's what makes them incredibly valuable today. Now, let's talk about the types of rare 1994 5-cent coins you should look for. Off-center strike. If your coin's design looks shifted or not perfectly centered, that's an off-center strike, depending on how extreme the error is. These coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $400 odd. Double die error. If you notice doubling on the lettering, numbers, or queen's portrait, you may have a double die coin. These can be worth $100, $500 AUD, depending on condition.
Lamination flaws and planche cracks. These occur when the metal surface splits or peels during minting. Collectors pay up to $200 AUD for clean examples. Proof coins or uncirculated sets. The Royal Australian Mint also released special proof versions in 1994. These coins, if still sealed in their original cases, can sell between $50 and $250 AUD, and graded versions have gone even higher. Let's talk about the big money. In recent years, collectors have paid surprising prices for pristine or error 1994 5-cent coins. For example, a 1994 5-cent coin with a major off-center strike, graded mint state, sold for over $900 AUD at an online auction. Another coin, showing both a planche error and double strike, was valued at more than $200 AUD by a private collector. And let's not forget, even a standard 1994 5-cent coin in perfect, uncirculated condition, graded or higher, can still bring in $30 to $80 AUD. Not bad for something most people overlook. Wondering if your 1994 5-cent coin is worth anything? Here's what to check. Look closely under good lighting. Use a magnifier if you can. Examine both sides for any off-center strikes, doubling, or cracks. Check for any unusual coloring, texture, or rim defects. Finally, assess its condition. The shinier and cleaner, the better. If you think your coin could be rare, send it to a professional grading service like Australia, or grading can greatly increase its market value and authenticity. So next time you find a 1994 5-cent coin in your change, don't ignore it! It might just be one of those rare minting, errors worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins like these remind us that history and hidden value can be found in the smallest places, even in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more rare coin stories and hidden treasures. Tell us in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting.
The next up top to wondered if that small 5-cent coin lying around your house could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Well, in today's video, we're diving deep into one of Australia's most fascinating modern coins, the 2008 Australian 5-cent coin. Don't let its size fool you, because some rare variations and perfect condition examples have sold for astonishing prices. So grab your magnifying glass, coin collectors. this is one you won't want to miss. The Australian 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, the same year Australia switched to decimal currency. Designed by the talented Stuart Devlin, it features the spiny anteater, also known as the echidna. On the reverse side, a true Aussie icon. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was used on Australian coins from 1999 to 2018. Now, the 2008 5-cent coin may look ordinary, but it's part of a series where certain minting errors and condition grades make a world of difference in value. Show coin close-ups. Echidna detail, Queen's portrait. Royal Australian Mint logo. In 2008, millions of 5-cent coins were struck by the Royal Australian Mint for circulation. But as every coin collector knows, not every coin is created equal. Some coins left the mint with tiny errors. Some were perfectly struck proofs, and others have remained in uncirculated condition, never touched by human hands. These are the ones collectors dream of finding. Show comparison. Worn circulated coin versus mint condition coin versus proof coin. Now, let's get to the exciting part. The rare 2008 5-cent errors and varieties that make these coins so valuable. Die clash error. Some 208. Coins show faint outlines of the queen's head or the echidna overlapping due to die classing. These are rare and can fetch up to $150 or more, depending on clarity. Off-center strike. If the coin design isn't perfectly centered, meaning part of the echidna or lettering is missing near the rim, this is an off-center strike. A clear and dramatic example can sell between $200 and $400. Double strike or partial collar error. Coins struck twice or with part of the rim missing are highly collectible. In top condition, they can go for $300 to $600. Now here's the real gem, the 2008 proof 5-cent coin from the Royal Australian Mint Annual Set. These coins have mirror-like surfaces, sharp details, and a limited mintage. A perfect graded example in PCGS. PR70 condition can fetch over $1,000 odd or more. Uncirculated high-grade coin, even a regular 2008 5-cent coin, if graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can be worth $50 to $150 because finding one without scratches or bag marks is extremely rare. To understand the value of your coin, grading is crucial. Coin grading agencies like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company rate coins on a 70-point scale, where MS70 means a perfect mint state coin, and anything below MS60 indicates circulation wear. Proof PR70 can reach $1,000 AUD or more among collectors, and if your coin has an error, that can increase its value significantly, especially if verified by a professional grading service. So how can you tell if your 2008 5-cent coin is valuable? Here's a quick checklist. Step 1. Check the date minus 2008 should be clearly visible. Step 2. Inspect both sides under bright light or magnification for any errors, cracks, or off-center features. Step 3. Look for proof like shine. A mirror finish could indicate it came from a collector set. Good F3. Step 4. Examine the edges and rim for doubling or unevenness. Step 5. If your coin looks exceptional, consider sending it for grading. It could be worth much more than face value. Demonstrate inspection with tools like magnifying glass, gloves, and light. GBS. Segment 6. Real auction examples 930 to 1030. Recent sales show that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for quality. For example, in 2023, APCGS graded 2008 proof 5-cent coin sold for $1,250 AUD, while an off-center error coin sold for $380 AUD. These coins prove that even the smallest Denomination can bring big profits if you know what to look for. So next time you see a 2008 5-cent coin, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. You might be holding a tiny treasure worth hundreds or even thousands. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more about rare and valuable Australian coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next upload. This is your channel name, Expensive Conis World, and thanks for watching. Happy coin hunting, mates! The next up top 3 today. We're diving deep into one of Australia's most surprising treasures, the 2014 5-cent coin. You might think a 5-cent coin isn't worth much, but some of these small silver coins have shocked collectors and sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So grab your coin jar, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. And who knows, maybe you're sitting on a rare 2014 5-cent coin worth a fortune. The Australian 5-cent coin has been in circulation since 1966, when Australia adopted the decimal currency system. It features the familiar echidna design by Stuart Devlin on the reverse, and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. In 2014, the Royal Australian Mint struck millions of 5-cent coins for circulation, so at first glance, it seems like a common year. But here's where it gets interesting. Among those millions, there are a few special varieties, minting errors, and proof issues that make certain 2014 5-cent coins incredibly valuable. Let's talk about what makes a 2014 5-cent coin valuable. Double-struck errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, a coin gets struck twice, causing a shadow or doubling up the design. A 2014 5-cent with a visible double strike can sell for up to $500 odd, or more, depending on clarity and condition. If your 2014 coin's design isn't centered properly, meaning part of the echidna or queen's head is missing, you've got a minting error. These off-center strikes are very collectible. Coins with 10 to 20% off-center can fetch $300–800 AUD at auction. Sometimes a coin blank is cut too close to the edge of the metal sheet, leaving a curved bite mark. A 2014 5-cent with a clean clip error can be worth $200–600 AUD, especially in uncirculated condition. Look carefully at the surface. If you see raised metal lines or blobs, especially near the rim or queen's portrait, that's a die crack. Some collectors have paid over $100 odd for unique examples. Uncirculated mint set coins. The Royal Australian Mint released collector sets in 2014 a coin struck with special dies and mirror finish. These coins, in perfect FDC or proof condition, can be worth $50–150 AUD on their own, or even more if the set remains sealed. Now, let's talk about condition, because this is where value skyrockets. Grading ranges from good G for worn coins, all the way up to mint state for coins with no visible wear and perfect luster. A normal 2014 5-cent in circulation is worth only 5 cents. And here's the magic, a 2014 5-cent coin graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC could bring $200–500 AUD, especially if it shows exceptional strike quality or a minor variety error. Let's look at some real-world examples. In 2021, a 2014 5-cent off-center error sold online for around $780 AUD. Another collector reported selling a double-struck 2014 coin for $420 AUD on eBay. Even proof versions from mint sets have been listed for $150 to $100 AUD, depending on condition and demand. These sales show that even a tiny 5-cent piece can become a collector's gem if it has rarity, quality, and error appeal. So how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? A small investment in grading can multiply your return if your coin turns out to be a rare variety. Did you know the 5-cent coin is Australia's smallest denomination still in circulation? And despite its low face value, it costs more than 5 cents to make one. That's one reason many people think the coin might eventually be phased out, which could make rare varieties, like the 2014, even more collectible in the future. So there you have it, the most expensive and rare 2014. Australian 5-cent coins can be worth hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and minting errors. If you enjoyed learning about this hidden treasure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because we share new videos every week about rare and valuable coins from Australia and around the world. Who knows? The next coin in your pocket could be worth a small fortune.